We've had an abundance of lead changes. Not many goals to decipher. They've been off a premium today, but Little has been imperious in the ruck. He was confronted by his greatest test of Hudson. Thus far, the tap going the way of St. Mary's. How will they manage now? Kitchell trying to pick it up off the tarmac. Well done, Narkowitz, who got it and gave it away quickly. Bouncing ball. How's the interpretation from Corelli? Ball in dispute. Arching the shoulder, dropping his back and going was Brandit. The kick's going to work somehow from Walsh. Inside 50. Strong mark. Had to be there, Caravas. The man to Corelli was quick to boot to ball and in Caravas. Zanetta Mark's always been of the Macleod player. Has their number 18. As an important kick, this would put Macleod in front by a point for what is the 5th time in this match. Slight angle to the left for Caravas. Off his right, it goes up and high. Does it drop in time? No, it does not. Macleod punches the ball over. And Zane wanted to get it going. It's hit the post. Brasukas will take the kick in. And in the minor scoring, Brasukas has gone a bit short. Pressure. Maggio. Centre half back. His kick cut off. Not quite. It was Medley who had the advantage. The kick was shallow defensively. Cotter got his hand pass away. Chichita down the line in the corridor. You have to be clean with the foot. It's exactly what Macleod have been able to do up until this point. The hand pass was a bit undercooked. Narkowitz had to get there. Hogg put his body on the line. Caravas getting involved. They find the pickup. This time of asking, we're not too sure. In fact, they can't. The umpire will ball it up. Hudson, Manuel had the ball bounce. Soccer off the ground was the idea from Kitchell. Footy applies the pressure. Anderson got his hand pass away. It was Barrett who was very keen to get his opponent brought to ground. In fact, it was Narkowitz doing much of that, getting down and dirty. Kisani underneath it. Little. Play getting conducive. Branded. Up his teammate of Zachary Hudson up and get into the rucking duties. Hanlon applying the pressure. Narkowitz has had his number pop up a bit more often than not to start this third term. 4-point ball game. Brandon found half a yard to get his kick away. And as far as Nick Gedge. Gedge lobs towards centre half forward, just outside the paint of 50. Brandon wasn't sure what to do. Spun himself into danger. Stoppage had to be forced. Hudson won the tap. Fronted was Medley, 2 shirts in his way, brought to ground by that of Brandon. Medley got the pickup, was brought to ground quickly. In the end, by well, in fact, it was Cotter who was caught on it. Manuel's win the free kick. Kanga's back in possession. Akui came a long way. Cotter near Kitchell. So was handled. Umpire claiming that's going to go the way of Rory Hanlon. Who's taking his time, Rory. spears a kick. Only one-headed mark taken. Will Dean so close it so far. Chance now, Cotter. Ball in hand. Centering ball's not going to work. Hogg with a makeshift clearance. And pass never released in time. St. Mary's hoping to conjure up something from what's been a decent passage so far. Ryan was amongst it. Kitchell at ground level. Ryan picked it up, but his hand passed away quickly. Half back. Narkowitz. Measured. Hogg. Distributes wide. Look out. Akil came. Never won the footy. Barton. Impressive. His kick inboards. Not so much. Corelli. Gets around the man on the mark. Spears it inside forward. 50. Had the loft. Still in play. Yes, it is. Hand pass got away from Corelli. It's right near the teeth of goal. Can they convert? It's sent wide completely by that of Medley. And somehow, Macleod, in fact, no, they won't work it out. The clearance never able to get out towards a pack of players. It was miscued off the boot of Barrett. Play got very, very contested there. Hudson trying to whack it onto his boot. Chichita working through the traffic. We haven't seen much of the halfback being pulled up for some time. He's progressed well and truly forward now. Has the number 56. Backwards to go forwards. Maybe the idea. In fact, it's going to work. And away go Macleod. Guns went all over the shop. We haven't really been able to see much of him in some time. He was on defensive duties despite advancing further up the playing surface throughout the second quarter. Meanwhile, half back, Benjamin Young. Right down centre wing. Done around the footy. Umpire calls for a stoppage. Little and the tap. Titchell brought to ground. Away go the Kangas again. We haven't seen much of their offensive prowess in this third term yet. Young with a forced clearance. Well picked up. Caravas sends it inside forward 50. Options will favour those in black and green. Over the top hand pass. Dambrasukas had to get it up and high. The rain torpedoing down. You can hear it perhaps on the ambience microphone how loud those drops are. Hanlon sends it inside. It's a bouncing ball. It's a foot race towards the goal line. A sucker off the ground will make it sure it goes through. Will Ryan latching on over the top. Hanlon having some power in towards an area of promise. And Ryan had to make sure he got there, which he did. 6-8-44 plays 4-10-34. St. Mary's in front by 10 points. Inside the 9th minute mark of the third term. Away go Macleod. Kick was shallow. Dambrasukas. As the game's matured, he's really come to life. Kiwi at the bottom of the pack. Hand pass was released by Manuel, that of Hayden. Kick towards the right half, centre half forward region. Nearly Maggio. And Brasukas. Kick had stayed alive. In fact, no, it hadn't. Umpire's called a free kick in favour of St Mary's. Hanlon. Inside it goes again. Alongside the forward 50. A chance for St Mary's. Unbalanced. In the end, it was Harry Butterworth who tried to snap. As the all four seasons of the Melburnian weather continues to be an undertone in today's game. Sun shining here in Greensborough. Kick towards the wing. St Mary's had the numbers upon that marking chance. Maggio. Off the flight, not taken, touched by Corelli. Nonchalant hand pass is not going to work from Will Dean. Boot to ball from Corelli was quick. The entry was concise. And Tom Eames will have a glimpse of what could be, in fact what will be, St Mary's grandest margin to date in this contest. What can Tommy do? No angle to speak of. Roughly 20 yards out. Sails it through. The goal umpire barely had to move. Tom Eames on the board. And St Mary's have found their greatest margin so far in this contest. 7-8-50 plays. 4-10-34. 16 points in front are the hosts. 12 minutes played in the third term. Pressure makes diamonds, and more in the Premiership quarter. Some accurate kicking on display from St Mary's. How can Macleod respond? To note, Macleod are up against what has been the attacking end in this contest. We get to make full use of it. Are St Mary's. It was a big entry. A very tight catch. Only out for the minor score. Nearly a strong mark taken by Barden. Under pressure, ball slipping from Hogg. Pressure applied by Cotter. Barden got boot to ball. That's a nice one-headed mark taken by Kobe Brandt. He goes on a journey. Strides through. Entry inside centre half forward. Nearly poised for Corelli. Bouncing ball nearly dealt with. In fact, was dealt with by Sam Vass. Strong footy on display. And no nonsense in the end. The entry was clean from Vass. The mark was strong. There was a real mismatch in that one-on-one contest. I believe it was Jordan Corelli who was there to score. All happens so quickly. His number getting caught behind him in the sunshine. So yet another change to the scoreboard. 7-9-51 plays 5-10-40. Macleod trailing by 11 points. Nearing the halfway point of the third quarter here at Watmow Park. Heatherton in the ruck with Little. Won the tap. Barden went bang, got it cleared. Ambrasukas. The clunk was fantastic. The kick not so much, but they'll make it work, those in black and green. A deceptive mark taken, had to be, from Mitchell Rust. picked out his teammate nicely. Jasper Howe coming deeper. Won the footy, a kill. Nearly, many around it. Young fighting support, wrapping up his opponent, was confronted out of Darcy Walsh, and was Rasukas in support. As Caravas gets up underneath all the bodies. Centre wing, the ball getting stuck at currently. Little in the ruck. Heatherton not winning this time. Butterworth got the clearing kick, bouncing towards the right half forward pocket, nearing the footy. It was Kitchell. On the back foot, Macleod for the first time in this contest. St Mary's looking to put the visitors through the sword. As the margin was growing, it was clawed back quickly. It's made that of an 11.1, but Hanlon wants to re-extend out to what's close to a 3-goal lead. His entry hit the chest and bounced off of had Emmanuel, who wasn't too sure what to do. Akui, and don't argue the idea from Jasper Howe, who's full of confidence considering he has 2 goals so far. It's come to bite him in the backside that time. Maggio from half back. Goes to centre half forward. Lots of flight on the footy. Kitchell. Outside the paint to 50. Concedes a free kick. From half back. Medley. Down the left. Go behind on the left centre wing, right near the interchange benches. Heatherton and Little. Little won the tap. Dean got Little touch to advantage, allowed for a kick inside 50 from St Mary's nearing the Eames. Chasing. Cotter. Support was there for Macleod, divided by Manuel of Kerr. Exactly where the ball came from, it goes out again. Little. McGibbon. Kitchell, strong mark. Sends it towards the teeth of goal. It's a 3v1 in favour of the defending side. And Macleod, unfortunate, there was a real contest made by Will Ryan. Off the flight, trying to much him. Around the traffic, Brandon couldn't pick it up. It was Caravas who was looking to fly, crash and bang. 2 goals to the margin. Score. St Mary. They haven't Macleod drew the sword to spot the side in front. With the momentum in this third term, which is going quickly. Zhang passes towards Young. Travels down centre half corridor. Hogg used his body, having released the hand pass, to ensure the kick had time in getting dispatched, although Corelli provided some pressure. In fact, was centre of the park. Joshua Corelli for St Mary's. Inside forward 50. Oh, well, Maggio was there to mark. In fact, he spoiled. It was Hanlon who was also in support. Lack of communication, and a chance goes begging. And what about a set shot opportunity? The 2 St Mary's boys had broke. Bounces away. Slow to get up. The clearing kick was there by Caravas. Down the flank it goes. Hammer fisted it away. It's important from out of Connor Kasani. The rucks duel again. Etherton. Kitchell gets away, sends it. Another entry manufactured by the side in front by 2 goals. Desperate again, perhaps was Handler. He's been looking to try snap whenever he can. Oh, and how about this? This would be something special. Insert Will Ryan. Forget flying Ryan, it's all Will. Impeccable rove from the number 15. Who turned his opponents into witches' hats. Worthy of a replay. Scooted around the maul, snapped off his left truly. A double python, arms flexed for the celebration, you don't mind it. From the number 15, and that's a way to extend your margin. 8-10-58 plays 5-10-40, front by 18 points. Their grandest margin so far to date against Macleod, who have struggled but certainly not lived up to the expectations of the Premiership quarter. Still time to turn their fear mark. Taken, it was dropped at the last minute by Howell, who's looking for his third. He's been their confidence man so far today. He was unfortunate out of Jasper. It would have been a very quick response from the Kangas. That's well done. Hogg got boot to ball. Tried to win for a minor score. Perhaps such thing as the handy point. It's a long way away from home, but considering how the modern game has certainly become a lot more stoppage orientated, who knows? Could be the important point. A very long way away from home. 17. Margin. And asking the questions is the we'll say the ball back. Corelli wants to make sure he wasn't able to get performance. That pressure stoppages continuing the so Brent has a set shot opportunity. You assume Kobe it's Macleod in the fourth quarter. Could be the last play of the third term as Brandit drags it wide for a minor score. Narrowly. Balls bent towards centre. Umpire's whistle sounds. Free kick in favour of the hosts, Will Dean. Corelli calling for it. He's all by himself now. Dean put his eyes down and went more set. Chanting around the footy. Spinning was manual, had to be clean. To ground was Cotter. Brandon was away. The umpire had signalled the incorrect way. Despite all play knowing that was going to be Brandon. Not an accurate crick. Sukas, I can take. Launches found. Nearly Butterworth on the tarmac. Shane Narkowitz involved. It's a back. The little parry. Mason Cox from Well Done.
You are kidding!
You are kidding, cries a spectator. Protests will go silent. You can see perhaps out of Medley enforcing Sam Vast to get away from the umpire. St Mary's awarded something from the man in yellow. And Tane Cotter. Can the captain contribute? Away, captain should. Only has eyes for the goals. Angle firmly from the right. Cotter gives it a right. It goes well and truly from right to left. At the back of the pack, Hogg nearly with the clearing kick. Picked up by Gedge. Sock off the ground from Rust. Foot racing, confronting the Walsh. Kick cleared by out of Medley. One in the corridor. Hand pass was slick. Corelli over the top. Bouncing balls interpreted by Cotter, although the umpire calls it back. Sure, Corelli will be the beneficiary. He was taken out before he got his hand pass away. Got the courage from the number 4. You can see him here. Bang! Cleaned up. The umpire left with no real choice. As Corelli's being attended to, Tane Cotter. The captain has a second chance to contribute from a set opportunity. Their grandest margin in. St Mary's have to convert this set shot opportunity. Cotter never reached the sticks. It's marked on the line. Despite not much of an angle, had to go for power, perhaps for distance. Cotter. Rust had all eyes for the ball, so no score. Big grab. Benjamin Young inserts the chat. It goes quickly. It's been a real lopsided half in terms of entries. St Mary's leading that stat convincingly. Macleod repelling well off half back, however. They've really ensured that the hosts haven't made full use of a lot of attacking chances. Akui reluctantly hands the ball back to Barden. Slips through the fingers of Nicholas Dean. A one-on-one might open up. Caravas, sock off the ground, was courageous. Mackenzie Hogg was trying something of overzealous proportions. Jordan Corelli up his teammate up, but what's the umpire deemed here? It looked as if Hogg had taken out his own teammate. Stretching at a shrink. The Mac is back, he's up on his feet. Bass was impeded from the marking, has a chance on the angle, which Caleb does. All of a sudden, the contest was not as tight as St. Mary's hoping it would be. 10 points the margin. Macleod drawing it back. 8-10-58 plays 6-12-48. 20.5 minutes played in the third term. 10-point ball game heading in to the fourth quarter. Caravas fires in that of his second. In fact, make it his third of the the day so far. Jump. As wins the free kick, drops the shoulder, gets around his opponent of Brandon, sends it inside. Loft, a massive loft nearly for Harry Butterworth. The bounce will go wide. How about the flight from Big H? Courageous. Not far away from having perhaps the mark of the match. Underneath it nearly was Hudson. Caravas will chase. It's a lopsided ball which is bounced out of play. Young drops it short. The umpire will jostle towards it. All positioned on the broadcast flank. Well and truly in the centre of the playing surface. Little. A firm rucking option. Kitchell wrapping up his opponent of Medley. Umpire's ball. Deep in the third term. Deepest of the third term, because that will be the sign that sounds at Rockmount Park. And do we have a fourth quarter of epic proportions, not far away from transpiring? 8-11 plays 6-12, 59 plays 50. No, make that 48. St. Mary's in front by 11 points. It was a 32-minute third quarter.